Inferno up next with North taking Mirage away from Heroic. The map pick of them as well. The Danish derby carries on, Harry. We're here into the second map, and where do you see this one going? Do you still hold out for your boys on Heroic? Do you still hold out for Snappy and Moddy, the dream team?
I do indeed. I think we're going to see a bit of a change though, Hugo. I think my focus for this map, it's going to shift. It's going to shift onto two men in particular, Snappy and Yugi. I think they're the two to keep an eye on. Yugi is pivotal to their success on this map. He needs to be feeling it. Of course, we can see him right there, middle of your screens. And he's looking driven, he's looking ready. Of course, his presence on Banana, that's what I love about him. He's someone who's not afraid to go for the fights. And their ability to rely on him when he's hitting his shots, he can just anchor B all on his lonesome. And that opens up the availability to have 4 players over on the A-bomb site. I mean, it's so strong on this iteration of Inferno. Like, it used to be strong, but it feels like somehow it's gotten even stronger, right? And we see so many teams opt to do it, especially if you have a competent AWPer. So I'd definitely be keeping an eye out for that. As for North, Hugo, how are you feeling?
I'm leaning towards a 2-0 now, to be honest. I thought it would go 3 maps,
it's all
but
doom and gloom with you, isn't it?
Well, it's not doom and gloom for North. They're looking very good. I mean, when it came down to rifle rounds in that first half of the previous map, I'd say Heroic were leaps and bounds ahead, especially on their first half. But, North constantly upsetting with these pistol forces and just showing the aggression. Mert's looking fantastic, as you would expect on this team. And just individually, North winning their duels. So, yeah, I'm sticking with it. I called it 2-1, but I thought Heroic would have taken Mirage, and that would be the weak point for North, but certainly not proving me right. And North now continuing on, Harry. It's looking good for the Danes, but not the Danes and the lone Swede.
You're missing one.
Oh,
there.
and the Norwegian.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just,
I didn't even know which team you're on about. Or, in your eyes, has Rubino just relinquished his Norwegian roots, and now he is a Dane? Because that's pretty cutthroat of you there.
I'd say if one person is becoming a Dane, it'd be Moddy. He's been in this team for ages.
That's what I was wondering. Why didn't Moddy make the cut? But
no, they're whatever, Harry. We're going to go into this game in just a second. Obviously, this is a far more comfortable map for North as well. They're most played as they've taken this map 9 times with 5 out of 9 win rate. So, looking decent. Obviously, it's not a bad map for Heroic nonetheless. Both these teams hating Cash is insta veto, obviously, for both these guys. And with Heroic actually going for that first veto and getting rid of Cash out the pool, that meant that North could kind of just go like, oh, okay, we'll just remove what we want now. We would have gone with Cash anyway, but Heroic have done it for us. So it really did give North the advantage in that sense. But still, I felt like this map pool did favour Heroic. We've got Cobble coming up as a 3rd map, and that to me screams Heroic. So if they do take this one, this game is definitely still on. But Inferno, a whole another task, Harry.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be easy. There's no denying that. But I definitely think there's still a chance for the Heroic comeback here. We won't have to ponder it that much longer, though. Pistol round's already underway. North are over on the T side. And, Moddy about to have them come very close over at Apartments. Now Rubino's here to try and pick up the pieces. No, there's pieces of Rubino everywhere. Mertz has been able to find it. Gonna go ahead and pick up the USP. Ooh, Yugi. A nice quick shot. As he tries to pull this back. Hearty flank coming around from Snappy as well. They're all the way up through mid right now, and Snappy tries to catch them off guard. Couple of missed shots. The bomb plant comes in. MSL and Valde inside of the site. 3 versus 4, but Mertz is going to go in with a 3rd. Whoa, Yugi is just absolutely on fire. A quick second frag finally put to bed by MSL, and now it's Nico 1v3.
Yeah, nothing he can do here. No kit up. He does find the first kill. Surely North don't throw this round away, and they won't. Valde gets a knife kill as well. So North pulling it back. Looked scary for a second, but yeah, no kit there for Heroic. That's why they were contesting so quickly, running into the bomb site, knowing they needed quick frags. Yugi attempts it, but it is just Mertz, Harry. Murking Heroic. 3 kills in that pistol round, and obviously the knife kill going to give a good bit of money to Valde as well. He has not only an AK, but full utility into the second buy. So Heroic now forcing things up on the CT side. Yugi saving for the AWP, but again, it's going to be very difficult for Heroic to move forward without that utility going into their 4th round buy. But now, how much can they get done? If they can pick up this force, that could be perfect. Self-boost coming up on top of the quad. Yugi just sitting on the fence for the time being, and Nico aggression in Banana. The flash is perfect, but North won't be too committed. They run back. It's going to try and follow up as well. Walking up. Nico shuts him down. So there's the first kill for Heroic. That could be good. It's a gun drop for North, but they need to make sure they don't lose a second one. If Kirby goes down here, that's the round, potentially over with 2 guns being given the way of Heroic, but Kirby keeps it in check. Refrag coming through, and Snappy won't choose to contest.
That sort of setup here is an interesting one. Yugi going to get flashed back. Now they have Body. MSL finds them both. It's all on Rubino. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Things got interesting there. Was not expecting that. Snappy's now left in a 1 versus 2. He's already wrapping all the way down through Banana and he just misses the timing to catch the bomb. Now, does he go for this? I mean, they've brought it so incredibly close. He's going to start to make his way up. No sense in just saving this UMP into the next round, so he may as well try something. But that Molotov does hold him back for the time being.
Yeah, he'll surely commit for this, even without the kit. Even if he gets a kill or 2 here and doesn't win the round, it takes serious money away from North, and that seems to be his option here. He knows he can't win it, so slow wrapping the apartments, trying to catch these guys off guard late round. They'll think he's saving. So unwinnable here for Snappy, but damage is going to be the key. He waits for them to get towards the back of pit here. I like this. He knows that North are either going to aggressively save or go towards the pit. No, he does damage. KB needs to run away towards Library now if he wants to survive that bomb explosion. And I feel like a bit too preemptive on the peak for Snappy. He could have waited till they stacked up. That's exactly what North wanted to do. They keep both guns going forward. Shame for Snappy, who had such a great game in the previous map. North 2 on the board. Bit costly, obviously, but still going to be happy with that one. Heroic now having to eco this once again. CZ dropped over to Yugi. He's saving up for the AWP. So every kill he gets adds a little bit of money, but obviously only $100 per frag with that CZ75. North should be finding 3-0.
Yeah, there should be no way back into this. I mean, there you go. We got North, the Mac boys, Kirby and AZ, looking to try and make some money. Look at this, all 5 players over here towards top mid. They are going to be walking into a 4-man stack, though. One of these players is Snappy with that UMP. They start to push around over here towards the long angle. Yugi's there. He's able to go to get himself 1. Now, do they wrap through CT? They're not going to. They're going to keep progressing around. Mert's going to go into dispatch of Modi. It's quick. It's clean. It's everything in between. Rubino in the back of the site. He goes down as well. Snappy doesn't last long, and it's all on Nico. Rotating in from B. Plodding along. It's not good. Like, the rotation's going to take a while. The bomb goes down. He's only got a USP. He's hoping to try and find something. Anything. But it's not looking good for him.
Beggars can't be choosers, and North picking up 3 rounds on this T side. Good start here towards the beginning of the map, and Nico actually takes down Powdy, who has an AK. I have no idea how that happens, but it should be it for the Heroic side. They should hold on to these guns, and that means KRB can swap out his MAC-10 for the rifle. So yeah, 3 AKs taken forward. They lose the 2 MAC-10s. Nothing to be too worried about. If you are North, you can still buy up here. No AWP pulled in, but Heroic do opt to go for theirs. Yugi's been saving since that 2nd round. So open play. A fair bit of utility for Heroic. Not too bad of a round in terms of Molotovs. They do have 2. 5 smokes as well. Certainly not the best of buys, but we are on the 4th round, Harry. Loss bonus is yet to culminate, so they won't have the full utility and the full kits as well. Only 1 on Nico. He's up towards B early on, already playing that sandbag. North aren't going to be able to contest. They wait for those nades of Heroic. And knowing that Heroic have very limited utility as well, there's no reason for North to go aggressive early round. Just, bait out those nades. Get those Molotovs and smokes out while you can, and then go for the late round execute, because you know that Heroic will probably waste all their nades about 30 seconds into the round. But Nico wants to take the fight instead. Aggression, 1 kill. MSL blinded still gets the trade. And that's worth it for North.
Yeah, they'll take that all day long. I mean, it puts a lot of pressure now on this Heroic CT side defense, because Modi's had to peel away from long, and this actually leaves the entire arch side of A open. And Heroic, these rotations going to take a very long time to come in from either one of these sites. That's why Modi kind of has to now lurk around in CT. He's not really useful to be here, but it means he has a fast rotation to either one of the sites, as he just waits on Speedway. Now, fortunately enough for Heroic, this does look like it's going to be the right call to make. As North setting up the smokes and flashes to go out towards this A bomb site. Yugi's going to be under tremendous pressure to try and hold this. Whoa, Yugi, okay! How on earth does he land that? Now that's the first step in a site hold, and that's a step in the right direction. How is he still alive? What did we just witness? Snappy, he only gets 1, but he spotted the bomb rotating around. And Heroic, 2-on-2, a 2-on-2 that never should have been. Now have to try and retake B.
I'm still shocked. I don't know how that happened, but Yugi, he's feeling it right now, looking for a little bit more coming in through the spawn. Smoke not down. They don't have any utility on the side of North, so Yugi's given free reign into this site, but with a crossfire established from the pool and the banana, North aren't in too bad of a spot. VoDs isn't really going to be able to trade, just holding that banana back. As two players wrap in through the coffins, it's going to be heard. MSL should know, and he's going to push a CT spawn. I like this. Not taking the fight. No need to. Make Heroic waste time checking the bomb site with no kits in play. MSL is just going to pick out wide. Takes down the first. VoDs taking a bit of an unnecessary gunfight there, and now Rubino realizes this one's over. Force out a peek if he can, and he does! Is there time? No, it's over, but still, I mean, coming down a bit close, you'd think, but North get a fourth on the board, and an AWP save for Heroic is, you know, hardly the worst of situations. At least they do damage to the T-side economy. It just means now they're going to have to wait one more round before they buy up.
I said that Yugi had to be on form for them to stand a chance in this. And that flick, if he continues, look at him. If he continues doing stuff like that, I'm worried. You know, I'm worried for not just for the safety of everyone in the server, but for those at home. I mean, that's just like wrist-breaking levels.
Shield your children's eyes. That is scary stuff. Rubino on the AWP though this time. He has got the armor to work with. Gonna peek wide into middle. It's Nico down on B. Heroic gonna be mowed down. Fast-paced round from North. Just Mac 10 in. VoDs looking for these early kills. Bomb dropped over for his team so they can get the plant. He's just hunting frags. Snappy dead. 2 for him. Maybe a third. Yugi can't put up a fight. And VoDs, screw it. He can just go for more. He's low, but it doesn't seem to matter. Nothing here to lose. He's got only a Mac 10 and armor. Eventually dropped by Rubino, but it's still going to be the round the way of North. 5-0, Harry. They're trying to save this AWP, but North have the cash to contend, and so they will. Chasing through middle. There's MSL and AZ already going to be up towards this site where Heroic seemingly making noise. Rubino trying to get into the pit. Does get caught in the cross. Not dead. Flick missed. Not quite Yugi. Body's on the site, though, and that's a good bait. He can get one. Trade coming through, or needs to at least. KRB will find it. Rubino back of the pit. Just looking for damage here. Won't be able to find too much more. North, yes, they lose players to an eco, but hell, Harry, it's 5-0.
Okay, now the buy comes in. For Heroic North, yeah, they're 5-0 up, and they're feeling confident. I mean, MSL, he had a pretty weak performance in the previous map. And right now, out the gate, he is the best guy on the team. He's been looking fantastic thus far. He's opened up so many of these rounds, and even in the one with the impossible flick, it was him who secured the B bomb site. So now, North, they've got a very commanding lead early on. This is this hold that I was on about earlier on, Hugo, with Yugi over here. Oh, that's slick. Run boost over the wall. You love to see that. Bit of a bait comes out as well. The M4 fires through. That's to try and tempt Mertz forward. Yeah. Pushes on for Snappy, and he crumbles underneath it. Now it's going to be Rubino and Modi here to hold back the coming tide of days.
Unnecessary smoke. He'd already moved out of position, but maybe he wants to shield himself from a potential short rush from North. It won't come through. Slowing down the pace and expelling the utility of Heroic, it seems. We've got still this solo man on B. That's Yugi posted on top of the wall, so very common setup for Heroic. He can get a pick and fall off. Mertz surely got to expect this angle here. This is so common, and knowing there's an AWP in play this round for sure, they're going to double peek in. Oh, not enough. Yugi does find that first kill. Now he's going to spot the second, calling in for the cavalry. Troops need to arrive. Peek out from Yugi. 2 frags. More needed, but he's not going to be able to step up to the plate. MSL takes him down, and now it's a 3-on-3 with a smoke going out towards a CT spawn. That's their last smoke left to allow North to cross. Still a gap in it, but with 30 seconds left, the flashbang does blind Nico. Bomb can be planted here for North. Modi getting sprayed up as well. He goes down on Banana, and while there's damage done to 2 players of North, time low, Nico's going to opt to get a frag. Rubino aggressive through the smoke, and this could be all that Heroic need. Another kill going their way. And KRB stuck in the Banana with 15 seconds up. There's just no time, I don't think.
Yeah, it's all on the new guy from Astralis. 1v2. Peeks on out. Nope, not meant to be. Rubino finds it. You would have loved to have seen that. You know, some sort of clutch come in from KRB. Oh, just putting it out to me, Hugo, and don't like to talk about it, but I feel like... No, we don't have to. You know what? Not even going to bring it up. Not even going to bring up the point that was just, you know... Yeah, exactly.
Good input.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, a bit of a bit of a lead still in the hand of North for the time being. The money is the issue for Heroic because they lost 3 players in the previous round. So yes, they can buy up, of course, but look at what they have left, Harry. Luckily enough, the damage has been done in these rounds for Heroic, so that's why we see North calling a tactical pause. They don't know whether to buy up. Yes, they can get, I'd say, depends how much strain they put on utility. They could get 5 rifles realistically, but they could get 4 AKs into this round. But honestly, they're going to want that utility mainly. So I don't think we'll be seeing that. Maybe pistols and armor and a bit of utility. Obviously, loss bonus isn't going to be great, but considering we have 3, 4, 6k on KOB, they can easily eco this one and put a bit of money in, and then next round they'll have a fairly decent buy. And that ult as well on Mertz. He goes for the Glock. Actually, not as conservative as I would have expected. AZ down to 1600. Will still be fine next round. Not if he buys. Wow, this is a... Ooh. See, the reason North are doing this is because Heroic, yes, they have a great buy, but they have no money to fall back on. So North know, okay, Heroic have no cash. We win this round, Heroic are back onto an eco or a force themselves. So North are trying to essentially play the economy game, and they get 3 rifles out of it. But I don't know. I feel like North could have just given this one up and then gone for the buy next round. We'll see. It's not objectively a bad buy by any means. They get 3 AKs out of it and a Galil, so it's decent. Let's see what they can get done. If they have a game plan around it, it could certainly work out.
Interesting change here is that Yugi's over here towards this A-bomb site, constantly switching things up. He's over in towards apartments. Gonna go ahead and get the hell out of there. Didn't spot anyone early on. That's what they were banking on. Aggression from Snappy and Nico down towards the bottom of Banana, where Mertz does lie in wait. Resmoke gonna come in. Lots of control taken right now from Heroic early on, but they're going to look to give it up. Snappy falls away from his position at logs. Yugi and Nico swap places, and that might be to the detriment of Heroic. As site take's about to come in. The timing here isn't perfect because Nico could easily get caught out. He's had to take a much more passive position back, and now you can see rotation coming in from Snappy. So they've swapped it out so that Yugi now holds Banana solo, and this is great. This is the play. 4 players over here on A. Snappy's inflicted heavy damage, but there are players coming his way. He's gone down, and now it's all on Yugi. He's going to get sandwiched in as North start to wrap in through CT spawn. There's a man at the base of Banana. Yugi only gets 1. And at this point, 3 on 4, if you're Heroic, you might be thinking about saving.
That's a sick round from North as well. They really work with what they have. Rubino does manage to get a refrag back in, so surely Heroic do contest this round. They don't want to save in a 3-on-3. MSL up on the Banana, caught by Rubino. MSL doesn't need to take this fight. If he goes down, this round can be Heroic's pretty easily, but no, he overfaces. Rubino gets the kill, and now North have got to worry. They had a great situation, but it's crumbling in front of them. Heroic coming in for the retake with a man advantage, but with no utility left, we can just have KRB hold the back of the site, but he's now alone. AZ dead up on the coffin, so KRB in a 1v3. Time ticking away. First peek taken, but damage received, and Nico's going to find it. Yeah, a sloppy post-plant from North there, certainly. When you have a 3-on-3, you can easily play that crossfire, and MSL just to back off and waste time with Rubino and Banana. He doesn't even need to commit to the fight, but confident considering he's 12-5 up, but just unnecessary because it gives the round to Heroic, essentially. It's 2 on the board. North get damage and a bomb plant, but it's still going to be 1 more eco or quasi before they buy.
Yeah, they're going to be investing it just a little bit, down to $2,000. Yugi peeking in towards the bottom of mid. Has to be careful because there are a boatload of players progressing up through alternate mid. Yugi going to look to fall back. Snappy progressing down toward log. This time you imagine him and Nico going to look to hold this together. North hoping that Heroic try their hand at some sort of aggression, but Heroic not going to give them anything. Now puts the pressure onto North to try and make the play.
Couple of flashbangs here to get them around the corner. Rubino trying to play the timing game here in the pit. They are going to be walking right up here. Oh, Modi. Scary, making a lot of noise here. That's all going to be heard by the player at the end of the apartments. That's VoDs. Oh, I like that, though, from Modi. He fakes the drop, so they think he's back in the pit. They might not expect this position. Rubino ready and waiting. Modi playing anti-flash. Do they check this spot? Rubino's opened up, but Trey coming through. They check the pit, but they don't check the top. Modi with one. Spray for two, and almost a third. He does get it. Pistol out, but VoDs trades. And now he's going to go down to Snappy on the hunt. Heroic, they'll get their third round on the board. What a play from Modi.
Yeah, I mean, the savior in that round, like, usually player kind of gets 3 frags on most of the ecoing players. You don't really get like that excited, but the play there was just phenomenal from him. Because other than that, he's the only man left in the site. Granted, rotations were almost there from B, but it would have been, what, 2-on-4 in the post plant, which is not an easy scenario to come back from. Now, Bai comes in for North. Pause called in. They might have had a very, very strong lead, but the last 3 rounds have gone the way of Heroic consecutively. So clearly something has gone awry, and they want to try and figure out what.
Yeah, 3 pauses, 8 rounds in. I mean, that is a big call from North. This may come back to haunt them if this game gets a lot closer. Yes, their T-side's good so far, but, we're 9 rounds into the game, Harry. You're going to want to have a couple of pauses for that last half as well. And take into account, hypothetically, if we see an overtime game, there's no way they keep those pauses for that OT, and that's typically when you really want the pauses.
And I've heard, 3-hour pause middle of the day is the way to go. But North... Pause comes to an end. Let's see the fruits of that right now. 3 of them over here toward this B bomb site. All right, gonna go creeping on down at Banana. Once again, Nico and Snappy here. They had Rubino there early on, anticipating perhaps a bit of a faster play from North, and that's not the case. MSL and Nico going to go toe-for-toe. Flash going to go over from Snappy as he lines us up from inside the site. Nico's going to take the peek. Anti-flash hold by Kirby. And now they could just go fast on the back of this. And I kind of like it when teams do this because now all the pressure's on for Snappy. He has to get work done. And MSL, he's the man to open up B. He shuts him down. And that'll be the round going the way of North. There's no way for Heroic back into this.
MSL is nutty this game. 14 kills here on the T side. He is not the player I'm usually calling out as the best performer for North, but right now he's showing it. Great work. 6 rounds on the board here for the T side. That tactical pause clearly worked out wonderfully. It's not like they pulled in anything too crazy, just a passive B-hold, as you said, that anti-flash 4. MSL close on the corner and KRB playing down the bottom on the logs worked out wonderfully. So North take a flawless round. They were going to start to hunt as well, Heroic. I do like this position from Rubino. It's very rarely checked because the issue is you want to keep your eyes on the door when going into that library rather than look at this spot from Rubino. He's going to get a free kill as well. Oh. Does he see? Yes, he does. MSL crossed and KRB behind him. He knows both players are here. There's the first, looking for a 2, but the flashbang almost catches him off guard. He'll get the second either way. But with 2 players staying alive here for North, there's no reason to carry on chasing. They're just going to waste their money. Yes, they've got bank to fall back on, but not that much, Harry. We're going to need to see guns dropped over, and in fact, this is going to hurt the economy of North. Heroic still have plenty of tac pauses left, and they'll call one of them in.
Yeah, I mean, the choice to hunt there really, really does punish North. Like, I mean, they were in a situation where they would have had 5 players stay alive, built up the economy, they go hunting, and, understandably so, to try and, if 3 guns are saved, then the buy is possible here from Heroic. But yeah, I mean, it was a situation they didn't need to find themselves in. I don't think they expected Rubino just to come in through the back line and pick up those 2 kills straight away. There you go. Nice, where were we having a look at?
Rush
nice
is just having a nice look around the map.
Not quite the production value of DJ with his smooths, but, it's all good. We get what we're given.
It's getting personal here.
North. Got AKs across the board. Are they going to find any more success toward this B-bomb site? Looks like instead they turn their attention over here towards alt mid. And MSL is going to be waiting down toward the bottom of Banana. Yugi this time's at B with the AWP. And I love that, but doesn't matter because it's going to be fast play out towards the top of mid.
Oh, this nade can't go down. Nico's going in his hands, but also head getting ripped off by Mert. So North with the opening kill once again. Modi needs to step up, but he can't this time. Rubino at the back of the pit. Every kill going the way of North. There's just nothing here for Heroic. Finally, something comes through for Snappy, but it's still a man disadvantage. Do they even go for this, Harry? North with the bomb down with utility for the post plant, and Heroic again, another save coming through. It won't be the reset for the CT side that they so desperately craved. As I can't pick up words, Heroic can't pick up rounds. North, 7 on this T side, looking fantastic so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect for them right now. Now things get really dicey for Heroic. You kind of realize, well, all these pauses have come in. They are paying off right now for North. 7-3 up is a monumental lead. This next round from Heroic has to, really beat the.
I'm just so surprised North are doing so well with AZ only on 1 kill. He's typically a man that you want to see have a pretty good performance, but 1-8 and they're still 7-3 up. Not even relying on AZ right now in terms of at least getting kills. Obviously that doesn't paint the full story. There's a lot more that goes into it. Could be that first man in, constantly getting traded and allowing North to be able to get these kills. Even so, 7-3 up, and obviously Heroic holding on to these guns, not going to be buying up around them. It's 11 rounds into this half. And North, no sign of stopping. Back towards Banana. Heroic don't have the utility to contest, and you can see the change of pace as soon as North realise this. As soon as they know Heroic are on pistols, they just walk up into B. 2 men towards the back of the site. Yugi and Nico. Oh, sorry, Snappy and Nico. Got to boost up. I like the spot. They don't realise. Bomb in first. Mistake made from MSL. He's been crisp, but he's not going to be able to get too much done. Snappy follows up with a snap. Second shot to the head of Care, he's still at the back of the site. They know there's 2 men here. Molotov must go in. Nade certainly does, and that will dunk. Will they expect Nico? This boost came in earlier, but they don't. Mertz is throwing in nades. Nico's coming in from the back lines, and he'll be able to drop him. How did North not realise that? That boost is pretty unnatural, but they have no idea. Finally realising the error of their ways. But with the time coming through, Heroic have boosted their player up, and Rubino is doing the damage. This round is fantastic for Heroic, and AZ, surely he can't stop it.
Now we sit at 1 versus 2. The bomb is down in the site, but 50 seconds, it's certainly still possible for AZ. He's been quiet this game. And what a round to step up, and he's got to get the ace if he wants to make this work. Angle being held by Yugi. Bomb down middle of the site. AZ's going to get peeked, but now it's a 1v1. And it's so close. Nico doesn't have armor. AZ spotted him. Peek gonna come on in, and AZ gets it done. An ace for him, and that'll be North securing a round that never should have gone their way. And try as Snappy might to turn it against them, they do prevail. AZ, I mean, that's put him onto 6 kills. He had 1 up until now. What an actual monster in that round. There we go, stepping up, and that is going to be a confidence boost if I ever did see one.
Easy for AZ, Harry. As soon as you call him out, he's straight, or as soon as I call him out, he's straight on the board with an ace. Classic stuff. Exactly what you want to see from this member of North. Now that will give them some added confidence, pretty much winning this half for North even more confidently than they were doing so. That eco win for Heroic could have changed the pace. We saw that'd be the same story on Mirage. When North won those 4 spy rounds, they instantly got back in the lead, and Heroic were given the opportunity, but they are going to be able to waste it. Either way, this round's a different story. Modi and Snappy with opening kills, Rubino joining the scoreboard as well, and Heroic 3 frags in just 10 seconds. Nothing from North, but you can never count them out, Harry. 2 players walking up towards this A bomb site. Rubino, Molly wasted, Modi holding the cross. Can check it? No, that's the bomb down. That's the round over. We've seen an ace for AZ, but I don't think VoDs will be able to repeat that performance. He's stuck in a really awkward spot. Down second mid, minute on the clock, looking for the hunting Heroic players, but rightly so, Heroic aren't going to be chasing Harry. There's no reason to at least look for this last man when you don't have your own money built up, and look at the cash left on the CT side. A flawless round here would be exactly what they need, and North, they're just going to be saving this 5th player. The fact that they're saving him, obviously, with $1,400 loss bonus coming in, means that we'll probably see this buy coming through for North. If we try and work out what they're going to do, they should have, well, AZ, KB, and VoDs on guns, and then MSL Mertz, they can get pistols, they can get SMGs. Certainly not over for North. And if they find a reset off the back of that, we've seen them do it before on the B bomb site, could certainly set them up well.
Yeah, and I mean, I always think, like, in the 13th round, you should go for a force. Because then, worst comes to, like, if you can, obviously. Therefore, if you lose it, you equal out the 14th to get a buy-in at the last of the half. It's not like the end of the world. So, yeah, they do keep the AK up on Valdo. And as you say, this is very important for Heroic. It means that now to the end, they should be looking fairly good when it comes to buying. Definitely the best situation we've seen them in. But a 4-8 scoreline is nothing to be proud of. They need to try and convert these last few rounds. Buy going to be coming in from North, as you so accurately said, Hugo. Mert's going to be on the D. CZ out for MSL. 2 AKs in play. It's a decent buy, all things considered. They're going to have 2 smokes. Sorry, 3 smokes. 2 Molotovs. 4 flashbangs. So, nice bit of utility to have up. And 4 players over here towards ult mid.
Yeah, if Heroic can get back into this game, this is where they've got to do it. Yugi's tagged up early on Banana. Still posted. Ballsy play. Mertz has been so good at just holding passive and never really giving Yugi this opening pick. It's so common that Yugi will be the man on this map to make the difference, like you say, Harry. But North clearly ready for what Heroic have been showing. Yugi left alone towards this side of the map as Nico rotates to be that archman. Stop the CT wrap from North. They have shown it before in this exact round, Harry, when they had the double pistol force. To wrap Arch, Nico's there, 2 kills from him, VoD trades, bomb drop but picked back up. Yugi now has to worry on the back of B because we saw in this exact round that North ran previously, Yugi got caught out in the site. AZ even doing damage on the A-bomb site as well, so that will throw spanners in the work as North now don't know where the commitment's going through. The bomb questioning in the CT spawn, but Modi aggression, dangerous but it pays off. Now North trying to catch Raps, but instead with Mertz pushing up towards B and Yugi hiding towards the back of the coffins, they are going to go for this attack. Yugi trying to isolate a one-on-one while he can. He knows this bomb has to come in through the spawn as it was spotted earlier on long by Nico. And Yugi going to go aggressive, looking to force this kill. One shot is all that's needed as this push comes in from VoD. Will he be ready for the angle? It's a no. Yugi finds a shot, and now Mertz, surely untradeable. 20 seconds left up. Yugi misses his shot. Mertz chasing, and he gets the kill. This is now doable. He's got his weapon of choice, the AWP, and the bomb back in his hands. This could be a round for North.
Yeah, Rubino's nearby. He might be able to get there just in the nick of time. Here's the bomb going down. He's going to try and shut this whole operation down, but Mertz has got the bomb down. He doesn't find any damage. Going to be playing it from pillar, which isn't ideal, but he can isolate these 2 players. No. Mertz has got 1. Now he's out with the Deeg. Going to take the AWP back out. Knows where Modi is, just playing it around the pillar. First shot missed, and he gets it with the Deagle. That is absolutely fantastic from Mertz. Oh, I was gonna question the play with the Deeg, but oh, Mertz, 300 hertz, he does it again.
He is the star of this team, isn't he? He is so sick, dude. Like, Mertz has been a player that, you know, you and I have watched for so long and been so excited to see get on this roster or get on a top Danish team, and he's certainly proving it here and now. He has a skill level. Insane clutch from Mertz and North again, despite everything being against them, they're still going to go and pick it up. 9-4. It seems like even Heroic getting in these man advantages. We see AZ on the B side, Mertz on the B side. Everyone is doing it here for North, even when you don't expect them to. Heroic having to force things up for the 14th round here as they don't want to give this up a 10-round lead to North. Flash up for Snappy. Nico sitting in the molly. He's blinded. He's going to burn down as well. Oh, he goes aggressive, pushing it through. Kill comes, kill is found, sorry, for Heroic. Traded, though, by KAB, and Mertz holding the bottom of Banana will keep it in tow for the North side, but Modi, again, he's been so good this series. Pushing up, finding a kill, getting a second one into VoD as well. That's the A site shut down, but we still have Mertz and KAB, 2 of the best players in the Danish region, up on this B bomb site. Yugi not realizing KAB doesn't as well. They walk right past each other. Oh, that's so awkward. KAB finds a kill as Yugi walks back up. And now Mertz can get this bomb down. He's done this alone, but now this time he's got KAB to support. Surely North can't lose this.
Kirby going to find damage in through the smoke. Rubino in the meantime. Banana, he goes. Mertz going to shut down Modi, and now it all falls onto the shoulders of Rubino. He's looked so good thus far, and okay. Now he's made things interesting. Molotov keeps him away for a second. He's going to go ahead and throw one out to force Mertz in the open. Mertz has to take the fight, but Mertz gets it done. Once again, Hugo out with the Deeg. An impossible scenario, and Mertz manages to make it work. It's going to be 10-4 in favor of North. And I mean, you just can't question it at this point. They look absolutely fantastic. Heroic, they keep making mistakes, and North will take those mistakes all day long.
That's so heartbreaking for Rubino as well. Bottom performer of the previous map, had a really slow game. Now he's coming in his own element, and 17 kills this map. You would have assumed he could have clutched that one out, but as you say, Harry, these clutches every single time. Not only Mertz, but always North. They've been taking everything this round, or this half, sorry, and that's no different here in the 15th. 10-4 up, Heroic, even less to work with. I don't think we've seen them win any of these force buy rounds on this map. North have been so much stronger. And up towards the apartments once again. It's Modi trying desperately as he might to pull the man advantage. He does, but MSL trades through the smoke. Great peek. Barely even sees him there. Nico trading up on B, keeps it in tow. KB alone, not able to be traded by his teammate, but they just get flashed. Not even a flash, just run and jump. VoDs will hit it mid-shot in the air. And now North have the B-bomb site.
There is one man, Snappy, here with the scout. He's going to get smoked off. He has to be snappy about this rotation if he wants to try and make the play. Here's it going down. What's incredibly close? Not quite. Always see players miss that. That would have made all the difference as well, but the rotations have come in. The AK's up on Rubino, Snappy. They're going to hear him scoping over here towards Coffins. Valder over in side. Snappy! He goes ahead and gets one. He keeps pushing in. Surely he's not done with the scout. He's going to go and get another. It's actually Yugi to find it. Mertz left 1v3. In through the smoke he goes, and Yugi gets it. So Heroic, they are back with one at the end, but all in all, fantastic half for North.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. 10-5 is no issue for North. Moving on to now the CT side, the favoured of the two, Harry. You can see why this is their map pick. They're looking fantastic, and while Mertz can't clutch out that 1v3, he's done a hell of a lot this half. No need for him to take that round. Just absolutely sick plays from North, and this is not going to change moving into the second half. I am very, very worried for Heroic. One map away, in fact only 6 rounds away, Harry, from being eliminated from IEM Katowice 2018. And what a way to go after getting to the semi-finals last year with, albeit a different roster. This new roster has been looking good coming into this event, and I'm so surprised to see North just tearing them limb from limb, but you cannot take it away from these Danes.
No, I mean, right now, North are looking absolutely fantastic. Heroic, they are going to be at a 5-round deficit as we head into the second half. Will they be able to come back? We will find out after a very quick break. North have been fighting incredibly hard in this first half. And as we head into the second, the question now remains, can Heroic fight back even harder? They're going to be swapping things up onto the T side of Inferno, the map pick of North. Thus far, it's been a dominant showing from the brains behind the team. MSL, and then recently towards the end, Mertz definitely coming into his own, having numerous clutch rounds that Heroic, you kind of feel like somewhat threw away. Hugo, do we see the recovery now?
Oh, it's going to be difficult. I don't know. I'm leaning still towards North here, but Heroic, they're going to be met with a very aggressive play down middle. Nico and Snappy actually getting the opening kills on the T side. KRB finding one on the USP, but look, North won't stop. They continue to rush the back lines down through Banana. Modi holds the push, and he catches one. Not the second as Valdi takes him down, but Mertz is on the site. How much could he do? It's none. Only one man left up here for North, and it's going to have to be Valdi. Fairly quiet this map, sitting only at 9 kills, but looking to change that. There's a shot. Double digits found, and how much more?
Yeah, you'll have to see that. He's going to keep creeping forward. Surely there's no way back into this for him. Angles to check. Snappy's there, as is Yugi. Valdi's got one, but he looks away, and Yugi's able to get the trade. And thank God for that. Heroic, they're on to a 6th. My heart's racing. This Danish matchup is fantastic. I love domestic matchups. And this is no exception. 6-10, Heroic, they won themselves out the pistol round. Hugo, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will.
Oh, this is going to keep the game close, as this entire series has been, Harry. Force up for North, but Heroic with the guns in play, double rifle. And actually, when I say force for North, I'm not even right on 3 of the players. We've got triple pistols and then 2 armored players. So fairly reserved here from the North side, but I like it, knowing how important that utility is in this map. Not wanting to over-invest here. We've got a flashbang set up for AZ. This will allow Valdi to go for the push. It's going to pop right as Valdi peeks the stairwell. Flash goes over. Valdi goes for the peek. Won't land anything. Modi's holding very passive. And I think that's AZ who's just climbed up. Sorry, Nico up into the apartments as well. So, North. Got to be very careful here. They will fall back out of the apps for the time being as Heroic start to probe their way towards B. But with only 2 members here and no information for KRB and MSL, it's a dangerous setup. If Heroic go for the smoke play, they should be able to get this round pretty much in the bag, especially with all 5 players grouped up towards Banana. KRB, there's one. That will certainly start things off.
Yeah, no, that's not good for Heroic. Oh, they're going to keep going forward, and MSL's here with the Deagle as well. Things are looking a little bit bad for Heroic. MSL's repositioned. They think they've Molotoved him out now. They know where he is as the Deeg chimes out with a few more shots that miss. MSL doesn't quite get Ravino. Modi's able to pick it up, so the danger has been averted for the time being, but the man advantage still in favor of North. These Deegs doing damage for the Danes. AZ's come through the smoke, and it's just going to be a slaughter as Mertz and Valdim up things up. North on an 11th round, and they somehow steal it back.
That wasn't even a force, Harry.
No, it was not.
3 unarmored players there for North, and in fact, they were the ones to do damage as well. Mertz with 2 kills, MSL getting a Deeg, and obviously a complete shutdown on that B-bomb site. Great work from the CT side. As soon as Heroic pick up the pistol, you think surely they're back into this game. Surely it's going to stay close, but North are going to be able to take the lead once again even further now, as they have rifles in play. 4, in fact, an aggression from Valdi looking towards second mid. He gets dinked. No way he's going to be able to back off from that position as Modi catches him moving out through the window. Gun dropped up in the apps. Will North give it away? There's still Mertz up close. But against these pistols, to be honest, I feel like North should just give the gun over. They've still got 3 rifles in play. They've still got utility. And yes, the AK is taken, but it's not the end of the world. North rotate a man back towards A as they push MSL back down Banana. With no utility, though, he can't commit towards his aggressive position. Or at least he shouldn't. He stays towards the top of car, just spotting for the time being on top of the wall. As now Heroic begin to group up towards B. They have a smoke for the cross up towards the CT spawn. But MSL, he's going to be able to get one and fall back, or so you'd like to assume.
Come creeping his way. Bit of a wide peek. He gets the first. That's the bomb drop. Trying to rotate away, but Modi's there. The answer comes back in. Modi's on a 2nd frag now. KRB, first man on the scene, and through the smoke. Lands a bit of chip damage, but that's going to be it. He comes over from Modi. Hasn't found anything just yet. Damage done, but Mertz picks him up. 2 versus 3. Rotation up through Banana, Rubino and Yugi in the afterplan.
This would not be one that North should be losing here. They have everything going their way. Rubino up on the Banana. How long will he hold this spot for? AZ's pushed, and he's also dead. Rubino's done it. It's a 2-on-2 now as North come back in for the retake. Up through the CT spawn and Coffins. Deeg shots being hit, but not enough. Yugi's going to find so much damage, but Mertz still hits the headshot. And with the smoke down, Rubino's got to line up 2 kills. They are in position. He's going to shoot towards the bomb, not hitting. Mertz is sticking it. Only 2 seconds left. He's done it. And KRB finds a kill to add insult to injury. North find the 12th round on the board. And even with that plant for Heroic off the back of the force, Harry, With limited loss bonus, it is not enough. 12 rounds up for North here, and they are only 4 away from moving forward.
They are toying with us right now. I mean, North, they look very good. There is no denying that. I mean, now as the Force could be coming back in for Heroic. They were clearly very pleased with the amount of damage they get done in that previous round. They're going to try go for it again, but this could really punish them. Valder's going to try his hand at the aggression once more. This time he goes ahead and leaves. He gets the information. He doesn't want to repeat the death of the previous round. Heroic, they're going to slow right down. Smoke's gone aggressive down through Banana, and Nico's already up in apartments. Yeah, BNS will take this aggression. As the smoke starts to fade, they're going to fall back more passively in toward B. The bomb's still waiting over on ramp. It looks like they might try playing for this site, and they spot Kirby as he stands here alone.
Dangerous spot to be in. He's only got a bit of time to call for that rotate. Luckily, the smoke will give him some room to play with. As that goes down, Heroic won't commit. And MSL given time to rotate back into position. North with the double play towards B. But Heroic expecting that now. With one man just playing contact, they know there will be a 2-player setup on the bomb site for the time being. MSL wraps back towards the coffins. That's Kirby, sorry. MSL on the boost on B. And now Heroic looking back towards this side of the map. In through middle. North running a very passive setup on the A site. 2 players up in the pit and the graveyard. 1 on short, that'll be Mert, but already Heroic throwing the smokes, committing back towards B. North holds strong. They still have 2 players in position, Harry. This could be a massacre. KRB's ready and waiting. MSL's on the boost, but they check it. Good shot from Nico, and not made up by KRB. He's trying to spray down desperately, but Nico's found 2 opening kills. Heroic have got the bomb down in a 5-on-3, and North aren't even going to opt to go for it.
Yeah, I like this from North. They don't give anything away, and the risky force from Heroic, you know, on the flip side, does actually pay off. And really, with that setup, you kind of figure there was no way that North lose that round. But Heroic, they land their shots on the entry, they check the boost, everything kind of goes their way. A couple of missed shots from Kirby, and that will be a 7 now. They really need to hold on to these guns if they want to try and buy up in the next round. So luckily enough, they do find Snappy. But all that's done is ring the dinner bell. The other player, Daisy, fighting for his life, somehow still alive. But yeah, Heroic, they're going to take that all day long. The Force was very risky. If they lost that round there would have been eco into the next. That's 13-6 to North, and then potentially a 14th when they take the eco. So high risk, high reward, but it does pay off for them.
Now the full rifle's coming in for Heroic as well. They've got a very good buy ahead of them. In fact, better than that of North. No AWP though. That could be the game changer. Mertz has been just sick on the T side. If he can carry that off with a fast A spawn as well, this could be very, very threatening. He's got a really good position to pick this A bomb site. Go for that mid fight. Flashes down. He is blind. Moves back towards a passive angle. Mertz. You can see how hungry he is to go for that fight, but doesn't want to risk giving away a pick to Heroic, who have already established mid-control and taken position. Mert's going to give up the angle. In the meantime, MSL takes control down towards Banana for the time being. North looking to fight. And Heroic, they will not bite. They give up Banana. It's a slow round here for the T side as App's control is taken. Just trying to probe out the map, trying to force out the utility from North and work out exactly where they're playing. We've actually got 3 towards B, Harry, and with 2 players aggressively positioned with a smoke down and Mertz poised with the AWP, this is a really sick setup. Heroic already look like they want to walk into this B bomb site as well, so this could be a threatening setup, because once Mertz gets spotted, they're going to assume he's a solo man here. There's the double peek coming through. Kirby and MSL waste away Snappy and Yugi, and only 1 kill coming through for Heroic. This round is getting terrifying.
Yeah, just Moddy and Nico left. Nico goes back for the bomb, and he is going to get it. They've got 40 seconds left to play with. Moddy securing ground over here towards short. Now there are 2 players here. Valdi up inside the site. Still Easy waiting in the pit, and Moddy, I think he believes that it's clear smoke to go down from the angle. Moddy starts to try and cross. He's going to get tagged low, and Easy finds him. Only 20 seconds, and Nico, 1 versus 2 in the site. Rotations coming in from the other 2 remaining players, and he doesn't check it. Valdi finds it. And North, they're going to be moving swiftly forward onto a 13th.
Teammates from North again. You know, everyone picking up a kill, everyone pulling their own weight. AZ's been a bit quiet, but he's also had a massive 1v3 ace clutch that not only put North in a great spot, but also stop them from getting taken down by the eco of Heroic or the force buy. So everyone really stepping up despite the scoreboard not telling the full story. North are having a great game, 13 rounds to 7, looking close to close this out. And the crazy thing is, Harry, remember, they used 3 out of their 4 tactical pauses only 8 rounds into the game, and we were sitting there questioning, going, this could be scary. If this game carries on as close as we expect it to be, this could come back to haunt them. But no, it hasn't. They've taken the lead ever since then. And Heroic have really not had their foot in the door this map. 7 rounds on their T side. Just constant buys coming through. Another force here for Heroic. North. AWP. Not the same story for the T side. We've got just a complete mix here on the Heroic team. 2 AKs, a CZ, 2 Deagles, just everything. It's North. They're looking close to taking this victory here. Mertz attempts to peek down Banana, won't find a thing. Heroic fast up towards the top of middle.
Smoke goes down, it's going to delay the push. So Heroic grinded to a halt for now. I heard the AWP chimer shot in early on toward that B-bomb site, so they're steering very, very clear of Mertz, and I think for obvious reason. Still fairly fixated over here toward this A-bomb site. Modi sneaking on in, he's going to be the first point of contact. AZ up on the balcony. And actually, no, Heroic, they better change a heart. Bomb starting to retreat back.
I mean, no info for Heroic. That's the thing. They have no idea what North are running, because they've not only had 0 control towards Banana, playing very scared on that part of the map, and I feel like every time they hit B, they just walk their way up really, really late round. They never have that one player just sit at top of Banana and wait on that broken wall. Now they're going to take B, but North have 2 players. Heroic have no info. 40 seconds left. This will probably be a commitment unless Modi finds something on the A bomb site, but so much utility up for North. Smoke's coming back down. Heroic show presence only to back off towards mid, and while that will force a 3rd rotation in the form of MSL, he's already doubling back towards A. North know exactly what's coming up. Heroic going to begin to push, and someone needs to step up here for the T side.
Yeah, and there's so little time. They have to try and win these opening duels. MSL's already gone in and taken the player wrapping. And look at it. It's continued forward. You might not even need to as it's into the meat grinder they go. MSL and AZ churn them out. AZ on 3, MSL with 2, and it's been a monstrous performance from him when they need him to step up. He's such a tease. Like, he has a lot of great mechanical skill, but we've never really seen him kind of rise to the top as a player. I mean, there's been a lot of controversy as well around him even staying in the team at that one point in time when they made the switch. When Magisk left. You know, some people weren't too fond of that idea, but he's looking very comfortable right now, very dependable to have in these situations where you're a few men down and you need him to step up.
And what a time to have MSL performing as well, up against, you know, the other Danish team that there's a big question mark on who's the 2nd best team in Denmark. It's got to be one of these 2 teams at the current point in time, with Optic being an unproven roster and Astralis obviously still sitting in that top spot. So for MSL to be on 21 kills in map number 2, that's exactly what North need. Heroic actually ecoing at 14-7, so giving away map and match point to North and trying to claw it back. They realise these force buys have been fairly unsuccessful. They've taken, I think, one or two on these T side, but by and large, it's been a pretty strong performance from North. So Heroic Glocks in. They don't spend a penny into this round, and North getting ready to essentially find a free 15th round on the board before the buy comes through for Heroic. But that being said, Harry, it will be a very good buy. They do have a $2,400 loss bonus coming in next round, so they're going to have, you know, 4,500 across most of these players. Bomb plant could be great as well, but with North with a 4-man A stack, there's surely no way a bomb plant can come in. Heroic are going to have a difficult job of doing that. Utility is all gone for North apart from a couple of Molotovs, though. That's something to at least be positive about if you are Heroic. But look at the continuous cycle of mollies. They run through. Mertz gets stinked. White peak for Valdi. Won't find much. Only 1 frag, but it's Mertz with a flick back in. Looking for a second. There it is from Mertz. No eco kills here for Heroic. Yuki may have a gun, but Mertz does too. Yuki does find the kill, though, so now this falls into the question. Bino caught wrapping back towards mid, and Yuki's got a free bomb site. He can get a bomb plant here, Harry.
Yeah, he knows that. As the kill comes in from the man who wrapped, they're just going to go charging into B. They're going to go right after him. He does get the bomb down. He has his weapon of choice. Only 23 HP, though. He's going to be holding the aggression from CT. There is already a man wrapping around Kirby over by Coffins. Yuki's got no idea that Molly going to force him out of the open. Missed shot, he goes down. North in with a 15th, but the bomb plant is going to help them get a much stronger buy. And they already had a great buy into this round.
Yeah, 5k at the very least on this team, as you can see. That is perfect here for Yu-Gi-Oh! Was not expecting that, but very aggressive rotation from North. It just shows their confidence, but maybe coming back to haunt them in the sense of overconfidence. That being said, a full buy for Heroic. North still shouldn't be too worried at 15-7. We've only seen 2 T-side rounds this entire half here from the Heroic roster, and one of them being the pistol round anyway. This is starting to be a very worrying situation. No AWP even bought up despite having the money to do so. Yugi maybe not feeling it this map.
I think at this point you just need the entry power, right? And the AWP isn't going to give you that. Mertz, going to take some damage early on. That's a nice start from Heroic. They forced him out of mid. He's been so confident. Now this puts all the pressure onto Valdi. You imagine Mertz going to take the peak to try and find a trade, but no, there it is. Nico's gone down. Now he's in a rough spot and Snappy finds him. It's AZ in the pit who can't step up. Instead, he'll be shut down. Kirby and MSL left, and you imagine they go for this regardless. They've got the money.
I mean, do they though? MSL has no cash to fall back on, and neither does Valde, so saving these guns will be pretty important for North to go forward. Yes, of course, getting damage is going to stop Heroic from having that fall by late in the game, but I don't think this is doable retake here for North. I think a save would have been a far better decision if you look at this cash, because now we're going to see them go for the buy, and yes, AZ and KB can drop guns over, but it just means they won't have a lot of money for the future. Either way, 100% North are going to buy up next round, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. And one save, that will give 5 rifles on this CT side, even an AWP if they choose. So certainly not an issue just yet for North. But Heroic managing to keep themselves in this game for one more round. Oh no, the Doja! That's going to kill absolutely everyone. 2 frags with a nade, and there's the bomb going off. They do survive, so not doing as much damage as you would have thought, but still 2 frags with that HE is important to the economy of Heroic. They're going to lose a lot of players.
I was hoping that kills all of them. As twisted as that is, you know.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
That would have been unreal. But, you know, sadly, not meant to be. We only get 2, but that's still massive. Only thing is, it's not the end of the world now for Heroic. They're force buying every single round anyway. You know, you wouldn't need to kill all of them for it to have made a difference. And obviously, they didn't. So, buy comes back in for North. Or going to be out for Mertz. Aggression down here. We're going to roast in the flames.
He loves sitting in a molly, that guy.
He does. Yeah, no, just trying to catch him off guard. You anticipate the mollies flush the AWPer away, right? So then he just holds the angle in the Molotov and catches one by surprise. Here comes the push, in with #1, and gets away. Incendiary falls as Kirby's there to help. And that negates any possibility for a trade, so the man advantage secured by North.
Scary stuff now for Heroic. Got to be very, very worried here. 3 players still on the top of Banana here. They do have the control. North giving everything to Heroic. They know they don't need to contest with having that man advantage. No pick needed for the CT side, so that's why we have a passive crossfire on the B bomb site. Sorry, with the boost up, Mertz at the back of the site as well. No need for North to take a second kill. We do have Muddy beginning to wrap this A bomb site at the very least, but honestly, with MSL playing back on the arch, it's a pretty difficult spot for Muddy, and the pressure is going to be on the rest of his team. Yes, he can try and get the opening frag, but that will just completely give away the fact that this is an arch wrap if he's spotted alone. Mertz smoked down so he doesn't get mollied off, and he has a position to hide in, but Valde and Kirby both going to pick up kills. Spray for Kirby, and there it is. Game over, match over, and North will take the victory in 2. It's going to be Heroic, knocked out of IEM Katowice 2018, and then what a performance from North, looking fantastic.
Yeah, I know, North are looking absolutely unreal. You love to see it. And I'm very happy for that. You know, I think North always had such a high skill ceiling. I loved a lot of the players in the team, but they could never quite hit it. And now since making these changes, you know, you've bought Mertz in, you've added Kirby as well. It looks like it's rejuvenated things. They are looking very, very threatening. Mertz is especially, you know, me and you have been kind of obsessed with him since he first emerged. And I think that shows, like, there's a good reason for it. He looks absolutely unreal.
I'm so excited to see now how he plays up against the best of the best. Obviously, when we saw him during this roster, it was nice, but now North, they're still in their honeymoon phase. They kind of had a bit of time to work out how they want to approach this this team and this roster, at least in this event, and they're looking good so far. Obviously, they're going to be facing the winner of the NIP G2 game. I can get a score update for you, actually, because that is still going on. It's 1-1. So NIP taking 16-14 in the first map, and G2 responding with a 16-6. We're heading to Inferno Inferno. So definitely a lot of fun there. But what a performance from Heroic, from North. Heroic not stepping up to the mark.
Too, though.
Yeah, no, they did well. They did well. Heroic
they did
not stepping
good.
up to the mark though.
No, not in that last map at least. I mean, the first one was much closer over on
Yeah.
Mirage. Inferno was never quite there for them, and you kind of feel like, you know, a lot of that was, there were a lot of mistakes made, like there's no denying it, but on top of that, North just played out of their minds. MSL doing insanely well. I mean, you know, he's not normally the guy you look to put up these crazy numbers, but my God, did he. And even AZ, right, he had like no kills up until round 6, and then we see in like round 8 he pulls an ace out the bag, and it's like, all right, you know, fair enough, AZ.
A couple of really big impact rounds as well. When North had, I think, 13 rounds, he got a 3K from balcony that just shut down the force of Heroic.
Exactly.
If they won that round, then suddenly they're back in the game. So yeah, impact and scoreboard only tells part of the story there. So, you know, everyone really stepped up from North. Everyone had a performance. You know, while AZ was getting sick clutches and sick individual performances and not getting the kills, there were other members of the team like Valde who were just fragging it every single round, 1 or 2 kills every single round. And just really, really good to see from North.
Yeah. But that's not all we have. You know, that was a nice quick 2-0 to kickstart the day. Then we've got Liquid Astralis coming up next.
Games.
And I'm very excited for this one. Yeah, we can't get enough of the Danish CS. But all that good stuff is going to be coming up after a break.
Intel Extreme Masters.